Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Gold Stripe Podcast. Today, we got a special guest, Luke Rasor, on the podcast. But before we get started, let's start in some word of prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for this opportunity. We get to have Luke on the podcast and just engage in some great conversations about whatever we go with. And we thank you for this opportunity we have to just talk and enjoy life together. In your son's name, amen.
Amen.
So, Luke, introduce yourself. What major you are at Trine, and yeah.
All right. Well, my name is Luke Rasor, as Caleb said. I'm a finance major, and I'm on the baseball team.
Nice. What do you play on the baseball team?
Mainly catch.
All right.
Hopefully, maybe work in some outfield too.
Yep.
Get some playing time in,
Yeah, for sure. James, you want to get him started with a few questions?
Yeah, we're gonna go right to the basics,
right.
man. What got you into baseball? Why baseball?
Why baseball? Well, growing up, I played soccer, baseball, basketball. That's about it. No football because I was kind of weak, unlike you guys. But
yeah, couldn't handle it.
Growing up, yeah, my dad and grandpa both played baseball, so I was kind of like I loved baseball too. So
You just like it more than soccer and basketball?
I like basketball a lot too.
Okay.
But I wasn't as good. I just liked playing it because a bunch of my friends played and stuff. But I kind of grew out of soccer. I mean, high school team didn't have a soccer team, so
Oh, you guys were that small?
yeah, we were pretty small. Yeah. So
Yeah, White for Michigan isn't that big. I guess.
no, it's not.
Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so I'd say my dad and grandpa got me into it, but I love the sport, so.
Yeah, it's tough with basketball too. So even if you love basketball, if you're not 6 foot,
Yeah, if you're not,
4 or
you gotta
5,
be physically gifted. And I mean, I was tall enough, but
yeah, baseball's one of those sports where you can like work at it, and like the talent, like the intangibles aren't like the same. Like you don't have to be gigantic or
yeah. I
this or
mean,
that.
there's the range of players even in the MLB.
Yeah.
Is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What number are you? You have a specific number you wore all through like high school?
In like travel ball and stuff, I was always 11, and then during high school they didn't. They got senior above me had 11, so I picked 15. So I was 15 my 3 years.
Is there a reason behind number 11?
Nah, it just looked cool.
Yeah.
Snake eyes, double ones. It was pretty cool, but yeah, 15, and then this year I got 25, so kind of sticking with the fives. And then in basketball I was 5, so kind of like the fives.
So what was it about catcher? Like, because me personally, I could never play catcher. Well, first off, because I'm left-handed, but also just because like I feel like my knees cannot take that.
I was I wouldn't say it was forced, but I was kind of forced because my grandpa and dad both caught, and they kind of like pushed me to catch.
Yeah.
So like I was one of the only catchers like in little leagues and stuff. So.
Hey, at least in Little League, it's either catcher or pitcher. That's the only place they get any action, so you can't complain about that.
Yeah, I mean, I was involved in every play, so that's kind of kept me going. So,
yeah, for sure. So what do you like more, like defense or offense?
I mean, offense is like it can either be really fun or it can suck because you can get in slumps. And like my senior year, I think I went 2 for 20 to start off the season. And it was just brutal, but I mean, I worked through it and just got to stay confident on the side of hitting. But defense, I feel like, is a lot more fun just because you can control a lot more.
Yeah.
Whereas offense, you're kind of guessing, but when you're playing defense, you kind of know what's going to happen. Yeah. So yeah.
I mean, there's not a whole lot better than like, especially as a catcher, I bet, like just gunning someone. Like they're trying to steal on you.
It's a great feeling, especially if it's like a double play where the guy strikes out and then he steals and you get him stealing. It's a great feeling.
Yeah.
But yeah. It's pretty sweet.
For me, I mean, me personally, like I hate it like when I get caught stealing because like it's one of the worst feelings. Yeah. Because you have all the confidence. You're like, oh yeah, he's not catching me. And then, but I bet it's like the exact opposite for you. Like you're like, oh yeah, like this kid's not. Kid's slow.
Yeah. There's a lot more that goes into it because it's a lot of the pitcher's job. Because if they're slow to the plate, it's almost impossible.
Yeah.
Like for high school, we had some guys that were. It's not like they were bad pitchers. They were just really slow to the plate.
Yeah.
So it's hard to throw guys out.
For sure.
But yeah. So.
James, you play baseball at all? Like ever?
Yeah. No, I actually did. I was actually good back in Little League. I played from probably like I was 5 until like 8th grade, but I like tore my ACL, so I had to take a year off. I came back and I was terrible. I couldn't like slide. I didn't trust myself because like my knee.
Yeah.
And so I would steal all the time, but I would just never slide. And
So
it worked. It worked.
You never what?
I just wouldn't slide. I just get on the base.
Just run.
I just stop on the base. I couldn't convince myself
on a dime. Or
yes, I would. I swear,
bro.
I don't think I ever got thrown out either.
Did you ever try like head first sliding?
Yeah, I did until I got my hands stomped on.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
That put a stop to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't. I was just quick.
What'd you play?
I played
Right
shortstop a lot.
Right field.
No, I played shortstop, and then I played outfield sometimes because I was quick. But outfield was way more fun than. Infield.
Oh yeah.
I love
if I
outfield.
could choose a position, I'd definitely choose outfield.
Yeah.
It's a lot more relaxed.
Yeah, you're just chilling out there, and
Yeah.
then fly balls.
Yeah.
That's like the
It's
funnest
fun.
part of the
It's
game.
fun.
And then you just throw an absolute like missile back in the infield. You know, you feel
so
good.
fun.
Feel like you got a cannon,
Yeah.
even though I didn't. But
There's also not there's one of the worst feelings is when you're playing outfield and you see the ball go.
Yeah.
You're like, dang.
Yeah.
That also. We played
that's way too fun.
my junior year. We played one of the best teams in the conference. This kid was going to Ball State for baseball. First pitch of the game, hit an absolute nuke. And we have like a cornfield behind. It's not like right behind the field, but it like he had to hit it pretty far. It was probably like 400 feet that he hit the ball.
gosh.
But like as soon as he hit it off the bat, I didn't even move. I was like, well, there it goes. But yeah,
That's crazy.
especially like in the wind too. Like I always equivalent like playing outfield to like catching punts because
Yeah.
like the wind is the biggest thing because if it's like if the punt I guess is going from the right and then the wind's blowing that way, you have to almost react like you would like a fly ball.
Yeah.
So that's how I kind of got into like catching punts too was baseball, like learning to track balls and like fly balls and stuff like that. So I think that's what's cool about like sports is that they kind of intermingle with each other.
Yeah. And kind of like the same thing. If the punter kind of shanks it to the right, it's going to go more right. And if a guy's late on it,
Right.
it's going to keep tailing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
For sure. And like how you learn if it's a spiral, it's gonna go more.
Yeah,
But
that's
if
like
it's-
10 yards.
But
to
if
it,
it's if it's end over end, then it's gonna go straight down. So I mean, it's not really the ball's gonna go like crazy.
Yeah.
That's not the same thing, but like it's just learning to react to that
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, when you think about it, the fact that like we can like humans can catch punts so easily, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a lot of coordination that goes into it.
Yeah, like the ball can like it does whatever it wants. Like
Oh,
it
yeah.
doesn't like obey the laws of physics at all. It just
And they can
wherever.
kick knuckleballs, bro.
Yeah,
Like-
those are
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah, because it's like you just move it in the air and then it goes.
It just drops and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, okay. I don't know
They're
what I'm
almost
supposed to do
like
about that.
that's how you know if you're a good punt returner if you can catch those. Me personally, I was mediocre.
You guys have like a machine that
the
does
jugs
it too?
machine? No, I wish we don't have it here, and we didn't have it at my high school. I always wanted it because like, if we don't, well, for high school at least, we rarely had our punters. Well, no, so we had our DN was our punter, and he had a boot, but like there was times before then that he wasn't our punter, and it was like one of our soccer players, so we didn't have a punter there
Yeah.
at practices, so we just have a coach just chuck a ball.
Okay. Yeah.
and it's not the same because
it's-
it's like a spiral most of the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But I always vouch for it. Like, I mean, they're not cheap, but it's a good machine. Like, you can get working for receivers and for
Yeah,
punts.
yeah.
So, I don't know why we don't have one here.
I know it's kind of shocking, but I don't know how many D3 programs would have a jug machine.
I think Wyford had one.
You guys
Really?
had one?
I think so.
I think you can. I think you can make them too. Like,
Really?
I think so. I think you can buy the parts because it's just a pitching machine.
Yeah, that's true.
essentially.
Yeah.
Like, it's just with a different like shooting point. So, I think you can just buy parts for like if you have a pitching machine. But
Well, get on that, dude.
Yeah.
I should talk to Coach Kinsey about it.
Talk to Coach Kinsey. Start building it.
It doesn't work right, and it's just it's like not shooting. It's like someone's getting hit with like a 90-mile-per-hour football.
It's like the coach ass video part 2, just with a football and not a player.
But yeah. So what's your expectations for this season? You know, like I know for me and James, like we weren't really expecting much. Like we wanted to get better, and so JV was kind of our point to get better. Is that what you?
Yeah,
kinda,
yeah. So coming into it, like fall ball and stuff, we have like 55 guys. So like it's hard to get a bunch of reps. So right off the bat, I was kind of like, yeah, there's quite a few upperclassmen. So I kind of figured I would be on JV, not like in the, oh, I'm going to be on JV because I suck, but just because there's a lot of guys above me. So I don't take it as a bad thing that I'm on JV because like if I get reps, I'm getting better. Like I don't want to just
Yeah.
sit on varsity
Right.
and not play. So yeah. So I just gotta have like a positive outlook on everything. Yeah.
Yeah, because you want to play. Like there's not like even if it's like that's how I was my my freshman year of like basketball and stuff. Like I was telling my parents like I either want to make JV, like I'd rather play varsity or not play varsity, play freshman like actually play than make JV and not play. Fortunately, I was able to make JV and play, but it's just that sense like you want to be as a competitor, like you want to be on the court.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter where it's at.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, that's got to be the worst feeling. Like a couple of our friends, like Mike and Jonah, those guys, I mean, they were varsity, but they weren't good enough. They were just backup varsity.
Yeah.
Like that's honestly one of the worst situations to be in because you can't, the best part of being an athlete is being able to play.
Yeah.
Like on Saturdays or whatever days you guys play. And it's like not giving that opportunity. Like practice just isn't the same.
Yeah.
And like some people are gamers too. Like you can't actually tell how good they are until they get in the game.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
That's And they even said that too. Like when they either played or they watched like our JV games. Like this is like a lot of fun because like they were just going out and having fun, like playing the games that we actually enjoy. And I think that's what ultimately like made me lose joy of baseball was just like A, not playing as much, and B, like just not taking it. I was taking it way too serious, and like it just took the fun out of it because like baseball was my thing. Like literally growing up, like I thought until my junior year of high school, I was going to be playing baseball in college. So it's just crazy how things work out sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, that was like during the fall, I was kind of like, I don't know if I want to like play and come back for the next semester. But I was like, I'm not going to quit. I can't quit. Like if I don't like it, I just won't come back next year.
Right.
But since the season's starting up and we have a game tomorrow and it's just exciting that you get to play and stuff. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
So what do you guys do for fall ball compared to like spring?
A lot more outside practices, which we actually are starting. We practiced outside today in 35-degree weather, super windy. There was snow in the outfield, and we still practiced, which is crazy. But fall ball, I mean, like we just practiced like normal, and then we had one scrimmage against I can't even remember who it was, and then we do like inter squad games.
Oh, okay.
So there's like a big draft, and like there's 3 teams, and our team actually won, but
nice.
I mean.
Fall ball champ.
Yeah, fall ball champ. Yeah, that's on the resume. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot that goes into it. It's just a lot of work.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of hitting. Like we just do hitting workouts. Like we do it 2 times a week, but there's different groups. But yeah, it's a lot more than high school. A lot more.
Yeah.
But it's fun. I like it.
Yeah. And then don't you guys do stuff in the winter as well?
Yeah, so we have like hitting groups in the winter, and we go in Kettner and hit.
Yeah.
And there's the batting cages that drop down, and then we have like a lifting schedule that we do on our own, but it's not like team lifts, which I thought was kind of weird, but
yeah,
I mean, it is what it is.
That's how I was during like the season. Was like I was shocked that we didn't really have like team like specific lifts for football too, but
it would have been hard to like fit in the time though, because while you have practice, I mean, that's like 3 hours out of your day, and you have meetings on top of that. I don't know if you guys have meetings, but
we don't really have meetings, no. But we have study tables.
Yeah, so we have stuff like that too, like study tables, meetings, and all that. So it'd be tough to fit in like a whole nother hour of lifting and like alternate with
unless it was like
and like space too.
Yeah.
Like there's not that much space to lift, which is kind of annoying. But.
Yeah,
that's one of the worst parts about being D3 right there.
Yeah, that's like the main
lack of weight room space.
Yeah,
that's the
just
worst.
like facilities in general. It's just like not the greatest.
Which I feel like we're blessed for D3 though.
Yeah,
I feel like our facilities are nice for D3. Like it sucked to go to like a smaller D3 school, like I don't know, like Defiance or like Bluffton or something like that.
Or even like NAI.
Yeah.
Well, some NAI
are crazy.
Some are nice.
Indiana Wesleyan, which is like 30 minutes from where I live, they have a super nice facility, and it's like almost like D1 level. Like it's like the size of it is small, I guess, but it's like pretty dang good. Like if you look at pictures of like their weight room is like connected to their field, so like they go through it to like walk out on the field, and it's so cool.
Do they offer scholarships and stuff? I wonder how they get all the money for that.
I have no idea.
That's crazy.
Most of them are private, so it's pretty expensive.
Yeah, because it's like NAI is not NCAA.
Yeah, I know.
So those are all like they own themselves essentially.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's like the program's like brand new. Like I think it's only been here for like 6 or 7 years.
Really?
Yeah, and like they're pretty good. Like they were top. I think they were nationally ranked like the last 3 years. So,
wow.
But yeah, so But I think we've heard talks that like maybe we'll see some new improvements. I mean, the whole campus just gets improvements every year, so I'm sure it's a matter of time before like we see Hershey, possibly maybe even like the football field, like other fields, like stuff like that, like start getting renovated again. So
yeah, like I heard we're gonna enclose the end of like our football stadium and make it like a whole facility, like connected like a U kind of, yeah.
Huh.
Which kind of makes sense because there's so many freshmen. Like they got to keep renovating because we're just giving them money. So.
Oh, you're saying like stadium and Reiners?
No. I'm saying the football stadium. No, the football stadium. Like they're gonna go like all the way around, and like connect the one end. Like the visiting and the home side's gonna all be connected. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like facilities like throughout.
Ohio
Yeah.
State.
Yeah, kind of.
Like the horseshoe.
I get what you're
Shoe
saying.
baby.
All right.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
So what is like? How do you keep yourself, I guess, motivated? Because baseball, you're here literally all year until the end, and that's when you start playing.
Yeah.
So like, because for football, like we get here and we start playing, and then it's just like leading up to the next year. So how do you gotta keep yourself motivated and keep yourself focused?
Well, one of my main motivations is obviously like getting playing time and stuff, but like I have some friends that hold each other accountable. So that's kind of nice to have people that you're like competing with. There's always that competition aspect. So
yeah.
But I mean, obviously I'm motivated just because my parents have done a lot for me. So I want to like put in a lot of effort, just not to make them happy, but to kind of show that I respect them and I'm thankful for everything that they've done for me.
So like, did you do like travel baseball and like hitting lessons and stuff? Is like that what you're talking about with your parents? Or?
I did. Yeah, they paid a lot. Like I don't know how much it was, but they put in a lot of time and money into like travel baseball and stuff. I never really had like hitting lessons and stuff just because I just did it on my own with my dad.
Yeah.
But he knows his stuff.
Yeah. Travel ball is getting crazy for baseball.
Yeah, I mean,
it's gonna
like my age of it, there wasn't like the social media aspect there was now, like TikTok and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It was more of not a lot of traveling, but there was still good competition. It was just more locally based and stuff. Now people are traveling everywhere. And
that's how I kind of like played basketball for AAU because like that was during track season for me. So like we couldn't really travel a ton, so we just like go to like some tournament on a Sunday and just like play and just get better. That's what people like. I feel like they don't see that aspect of it anymore. Like you're not doing it to like get college coaches all the time. Like you can just play to get better.
Yeah, almost like practicing.
Yeah. Just have some competition. Just push yourself.
Yeah.
So you're saying like don't go to like colleges that host tournaments and stuff like that for more exposure?
No, I'm saying you can, but I feel like the purpose, like a lot of kids like aren't actually going to go D1 or whatever.
Yeah.
And they think they are. And so they're seen as like, oh, I just want coaches. Like if coaches aren't there, then there's no point.
Right. Oh, okay.
But like the whole point is you get better.
Yeah.
And you're better at your sport. And then if you keep getting better, then eventually you will get recruited. Like people will find you. Now with social media and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially like if you're in middle school and stuff, like
you're
not going to get offers when you're in middle school. You don't need to be traveling everywhere.
Yeah.
Like the way I got recruited to Trine was going to like their camp they hosted. But I went to like 3 or 4 showcases and I didn't hear anything from any coaches.
Yeah.
And like it's like $100 to go to those. It's a whole day and like I didn't get anything out of it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, some people do, obviously, but
I think another thing too is a lot of like coaches connections.
Yeah.
Because like that's how I got here. Like I didn't go to any like football camps like at all. Like because I was just my only recruiting was like Twitter and like having my coach go to like conventions and stuff and like where the coaches like talk to other college coaches and tell them like players that are interested in playing. And so that's basically how I got recruited here was just because my coach knew Coach Colin like and that connection. So and I know like my travel coaches and like my high school coaches have had connections like to other college coaches. My high school coach, my junior, well, I didn't play my senior year, but when I was like, he was new my junior year, he played at Ball State. And so he's really like close with Coach Maloney at, I think it's Malone, but the Ball State head coach. And so like, I'm sure there might be a kid on our team that goes to Ball State here in the next year or two. Yeah. So it's just, I mean, that's just the networking I think that works, especially with like travel baseball as well. So.
Yeah.
But I always thought travel baseball was fun. Like,
yeah, it's fun, especially when you're like with guys that you like, because it's competitive, but at the same time, you're just there to have
right.
fun.
Oh yeah.
It's in the summer.
Yeah.
And you're sweating. And just fun.
What's the Michigan rules for travel baseball? Like, how many can you have a specific amount of players from your own high school?
I honestly don't know. Last year I played Legion, so it's kind of weird. There's like a limit of how many. So like you can have as many kids as you want from the same high school, I think, but you can only have the enrollment of a max like 15,000 kids. So like, say you go to a high school that has 3,000 kids, and that's 3,000 for your team. So you can get 3 or 4 kids from the same high school, and then you can have more space to get other kids that go to bigger high schools and stuff. It's kind of hard to explain.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
I feel like it's very complicated.
Yeah, way too complicated.
Because I think ours was you could only have like 5, I think, from one high school.
Yeah, I feel like in smaller, like when I was younger and stuff, it was like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a while since I played travel.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I was never good at remembering that stuff.
Because Gage Winchester, his dad was always like our coach and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And so like he would just like I would like always write it in the game. So they would always tell me like basically the rules and ins and outs of travel ball. And so like that's how I just like kept it in my head. So
yeah, Ohio's only 2, I think.
Really?
But I could be wrong for baseball. I know it's for 2 for basketball, but I don't know if it changes between sports.
That's crazy. Because like why would
I think it's more. Like, when I played, I had, like, 6 guys from my same high school on my team. And I don't know if it was out of Ohio or Michigan because I was, like, on the border.
Yeah.
But I think it was out of Ohio. So
2 is crazy, though, for basketball.
Yeah, I know it was only 2.
Because, like, imagine if you had, like, a powerhouse team, like, 5, like, All-Americans on your team in Ohio, and then you can't even play with them over the summer.
I mean,
yeah,
you could
well,
probably just go
not for travel
UIBL
ball.
or
Like, you can do, like, scrimmages and stuff and, like, go to camps and stuff,
That's
but
what I'm
you
saying,
can't do
though.
actual, like, travel ball with them. Because then it's like, well, that's the whole point. It's like they don't want it to be a team
It's
sport.
like
Yeah.
practice.
Okay.
Because otherwise coaches will make it, like, like, mandatory in the off-season, basically, and, like,
I get what you're saying.
want kids to, like, join this travel team, blah, blah, blah. But
Yeah. Okay. That's fair, I guess. So, James, do you want to ask him your question? I know you wanted to. This was your favorite one.
hey, what is the best and the worst part of Trine University?
Best and worst part. Jeez. Best part, probably the people. A bunch of the people here are cool. Like, obviously, you guys, like, I didn't know you guys before this. And you guys are pretty cool. And there's not a lot of, like, I mean, there's obviously, like, different people all around.
There's some characters on campus.
Yeah, there's some characters, but that's any college.
Yeah.
But I feel like everyone's pretty close. And, like, the athletic games, like the basketball game yesterday.
Yeah,
like,
that was
everyone
crazy.
That was
shows out.
electric.
Yeah, Electric Factory. Welcome to the But, yeah, the worst part, geez. I know a lot of people would probably say food, but honestly, the food isn't that bad. I'd say definitely the facilities. Like the workout facilities.
Yeah.
Like they're working with what they got, but they don't got a lot. It's kind of hard.
that's true.
It's brutal.
They don't got a lot.
Certain times of the day, it's like, I might just wait to go a little later because it's pretty packed and Hershey and stuff.
That's how it was. When did we go? Friday?
Yeah.
We went and worked out Friday at Hershey, and it was pretty packed. Like there wasn't too many people, but there's probably 10 or 12 in there.
Like half of them are baseball guys. Every time I walk in there, baseball guys taking all the cages up.
But yeah, so that's why I typically go like Friday nights because people are usually going home or going out or something like that. So there's like maybe a handful. There's that one kid. What's his name?
Oh, I don't remember.
One of your baseball
team?
Yeah, I think I know who I think I told you.
Braden Basie?
Maybe. He's got like long hair.
Hey, shout out.
Long hair?
Like long, not super long, but like he's kind of got a little bit of a flow. I think it's like a middle part too. But he's always in there. Literally, James. Me and James were texting like the other day, and he was
what color hair?
Brown.
Is he pretty short?
Or is it blonde?
Brown.
It's not Goggins, is it?
No,
That's
it's not
not
Goggins.
Goggins, no.
We would tell you if it's Goggins.
No, this kid's always in there, I swear.
I don't even know. You might have to pull up a roster after this.
Might have to.
All right.
But
pick him up.
But he's always in there. I swear. Like when we were playing intramurals, he's always in the weight room. He's either like.
Oh, I know who it is. It's John Woodard.
Maybe I don't know.
Is he short? Kind of. He's kind of like stock.
Yeah.
He's real stock. Well, he has to be. He's always in there.
Yeah, it's Woodard.
Yeah,
he's cool. He's just kind of quiet, but he's cool.
He's always in there. Like I would go in there random times, like on Fridays, and he's always in there.
Really?
I'm like, all right. And then James went like a different day, and he's like, he's in here.
I didn't know how. It was like 10 o'clock on a Saturday or something.
He eats, sleeps, and breathes the gym,
All
man.
right.
Respect the hustle.
Exactly. He's trying to get better.
Yeah.
And I like that. So what's the best and worst part about the baseball team?
Best and worst part.
Like just being a part of it.
The best part, all the guys are like, there's no like upperclassmen that are kind of annoying. Like they're not like, oh, I'm an upperclassman.
Yeah.
You got to do this for me. Like coming in, yeah, they like tease me a little bit, but
Yeah.
like a little brother.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine. I'm not butthurt about it. The worst part is definitely like the apparel side of it. We get nothing.
Yeah.
Really?
We got 3 practice shirts in one. We had to buy our own practice shorts, buy our own cage jacket. We get like pants for games, obviously. We get our jerseys. But I think the only thing we got was a hat and 3 like dry fit shirts.
Yeah.
They're like off-brand Gildan shirts. But yeah, I mean, we had to buy it. We had to buy our batting helmet. We had to buy our own helmet.
Seriously?
Which is kind of crazy, yeah.
That's wild. Normally they have team helmets, right?
I mean, yeah, but we had to buy our team helmet.
That makes no sense.
We get to keep it, but it's like, yeah,
How much would a batting helmet cost?
$50, which isn't bad.
That's not terrible.
What
but-
kind are they?
Evo Shield.
Oh, that's nice. Then.
They're nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not like an Easton one or
No,
something.
it's not like a youth helmet. No. Thankfully. Yeah.
At least a nice one.
Yeah, it's nice.
Hey, what's a cage jacket?
Like a windbreaker.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
short sleeve windbreaker.
Oh, gotcha,
No
gotcha.
hood. Yeah.
So what
They're
you wear?
nice.
What you wear to warm up?
Yeah. My warm-up
See, I never got
jacket.
to that level of baseball. We didn't have fancy warm-ups. We just played in the summer.
We don't. I don't think we had warm ups or like cage jackets for my tribal team, but for my high school team, we had them.
Yeah, we had them, but
Yeah.
they weren't like mandatory.
Yeah.
These ones are mandatory.
Oh, you have to wear them all like when you're in the cage.
Not all the time, but if you wear it like an overshirt, you have to wear that, just because you're a team, I guess.
Gotcha.
Which is smart. But our coach is pretty old school,
Yeah.
which isn't a bad thing. But like no facial hair.
Really?
Yeah, we cannot have any facial hair at all. He got
So the
really
Yankees,
mad.
eh?
Yeah, literally. No, literally. Is. We can't have hair past our shoulders. It's crazy. Which obviously I'm not gonna have hair past
Right.
my shoulders, but
Wow.
some guys did. Yeah.
You just have to cut it off.
I
Before
mean, yeah,
season
just,
starts?
yeah, you just got to get a hair.
Is that the kind of style of coaching that you like? Or are you like a more like laid back kind of?
No, I like that coaching because it puts people in place. Like you can't just
I agree.
slack.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's a big difference from high school to college, at least for the baseball side of things.
Yeah.
Just because there's a lot more competition. I wouldn't say there's no coaching, but they kind of just expect you to know stuff sometimes.
Gotcha.
Which, I mean, we're college athletes. We know stuff.
Yeah. That's what I think too. Like that's how I always envisioned it, especially for football. For football, is like we're at such a high level now. Like I feel like we should be playing at like a higher level, and like we should be like coached, like not necessarily coached at a higher level, but like the coaches should expect more things than like a high school coach would.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but at the same time, me personally, I like a coach who like gets on you a little bit. Because that's what motivates me. Like it's all about different like styles, you know.
Yeah.
Like if I'm doing something wrong, like I almost want to get yelled at for it, and I'll be like, all right, yeah, I'll fix it.
That's
I'm
how
good.
our coach is.
Yeah.
Like if people are walking and stuff, he'll call them out
Yeah.
in front of the whole team, and it's. I mean, it's funny until it happens to you. But it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
It hasn't happened to me yet. Hopefully, it won't.
Oh yeah.
That was
funny.
sorry. You
No, you got it.
I was just thinking how like the football teams we don't really like do anything like that, and I thought that was really weird.
What do you mean?
Like jogging off the field, like it's not like a big deal in college.
I think that's
like,
going to
it's
be a
weird.
big thing now.
It better be.
I think that's one of the emphasis we put was like walking around on the field. Like coaches will say like no walking on the field, and like people won't. But like there's times where like it'll be like especially I mean walkthroughs there's one thing, so it's like kind of hard. But like I think that's a big emphasis this year, especially like how we want to be like portray our culture is just like that's one of the small things that we want to focus on. So, but no, I agree on like the coaching aspect, but. Kind of going back to what you're saying about like the upperclassmen, I thought that was one of the things that I really enjoyed about this year was like the upperclassmen didn't really like treat us like freshmen. Like sure, like we have to go take like the pads and stuff and get the ball bags out and stuff. Like that's just like the respect thing that we'll have like as freshmen. But like they always like treat it like, especially, I mean, I know for the receivers, like the upperclassmen we had, like I learned so much from them, and like I enjoyed being there every day because like they were just fun to be around, like learning off of them, like seeing how they would approach things. So yeah, for sure.
I feel like that's the one thing I miss is like my freshman year, because the corners, we had one senior and he was hurt over half the year.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't even like there half the year. So it was weird because we had no upperclassmen to actually. We had 2 sophomores, and that was it.
Yeah.
Those were our upperclassmen. It was so weird.
I didn't even have a freshman season for high school because of COVID.
Yeah, that's true.
Which was kind of weird because I thought we would have been pretty good.
Yeah.
And then, for basketball too.
Mm-hmm.
My freshman year of basketball, I was on JV. And then, like, we had 5 seniors and they all quit. Because one got hurt and then, like, one got kicked off the team. And they were just a bunch of troublemakers. And then me and my one friend got pulled up. And my one friend was already on varsity. He was a stud. He was pretty good. And then me and my other friend got pulled up, and we went 2-17 because we had no seniors. We had 2 juniors or 3 juniors, but only one was good, and it was brutal.
I can do you one better. My sophomore year, we went 2-20. We had 4 sophomores starting, one freshman. So it was a good time. We had a couple seniors, but they were all trash.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun. Just it wasn't fun. Actually. It was not fun. I mean, there was no positive.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie. It was just not fun. But yeah, my last. I don't know if it was my last JV game, but one of my last JV games, because I only played a handful of JV games. We played a pretty big school that's like 15 minutes from us. They beat us 72-14.
Ooh.
And I just remember after that game, I was in the locker room. I'm like, do I even want to play basketball anymore? Like, this was brutal. And my coaches, obviously, they were there for us. And it was just nice to have just like teammates that were backing each other up and stuff. And
I was going to say, what does your coach say after that?
I mean, like on this school was pretty big. They had like juniors starting on their JV team, and it was a bunch of freshmen and sophomores on ours because they have a freshman team.
Yeah.
So they didn't have any freshmen on the team. So he wasn't mad. He was just like, just a learning game.
Yeah.
You got to see where we are and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, but those games really do make you question your love of sport, don't they?
Yeah. But then my junior year, we beat that team on varsity. Yeah. So it was the first time in like 50 years or something.
What team was it?
Bedford.
Oh, Bedford, yeah.
Shout out Bedford.
Never heard of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Have you heard of them?
Yeah, I've heard of them. Yeah. I played at Bedford AAU tournament a couple times.
Oh, really? It's all right. I mean, they got a new football field, all turf,
which
is nice, yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty big, though.
Yeah, they're big. I mean, we're like 360 total.
In your whole
high
school? That's about what ours is.
And they have like 350 each grade probably around. I think they graduated around 350.
Dang, that's crazy. Year. So each class is like the size of your school?
Yeah.
That's wild.
But, I mean, we beat them, so that's all that matters.
Yeah. What's been your the most funny moment you've had while on campus?
The most funny moment? There's definitely been a lot of fun things that have happened. Well, that's a tough one. I'd say like the second week, me and Seamus we just drove around town and stuff and just explored. Like it was just fun because we didn't know what to expect or anything, and we just it was almost like a scavenger hunt. We just looked around and we just went to Goodwill. We went to the Walmart. It was just fun. I mean, obviously there's a lot of fun things I've done here, but that's the one thing that I remember.
Mm-hmm. When I saw that we were going to ask you this question, the first thing I thought of was when you went into one of your teammates' room and rearranged their entire room.
Oh, that is pretty funny, but I felt bad. Yeah, no, the triple bunk bed.
Yeah, I mean everything hilarious. In one corner.
No, dude, and they weren't even mad. They were upset, but they thought it was funny too.
I'm gonna be honest. If it happened to me, I would walk in and be like,
Like,
and I'll start laughing. I'd be like, what in the world? And I'd be like, all right, put it back.
Yeah. My friends put it back. I don't live in the same building as them, so I just chill in my room.
When you guys showed us that, I was dying. That was funny.
No, dude, there was like 12 people in there at one point. There was a lot of people in there just like watching it. It was funny. But,
just imagine coming back after a long weekend at BG or something. And
literally.
And you just walk in. You're like, I can't wait to go to sleep.
They got back at like 1 p.m. the next day because they stayed there. And they probably had no clue what was going on. They didn't know what was happening. They got back and they were just shocked.
Did they just leave the door unlocked?
Oh, yeah. They're stupid. They're stupid
Going
people.
out, leaving for the weekend and leave the door unlocked.
Literally,
That's crazy.
no,
I was going to say, do you guys even do that? And you leave your door unlocked like all the time.
No. If no one's gonna be there, we'll lock it. Yeah.
Yeah, me and Mike never lock the door.
We lock our door pretty periodically.
We just lock it if we're both gone. But, like, throughout the day, we don't lock it. I mean, all the dudes on our floor are pretty chill.
Yeah. That's what, yeah. I think, like, it works out that all my roommates, like, all of us are in the room at some point, and so, like, we just leave. And if nobody's there, then we'll lock it. But for the most part, it's never really locked.
Yeah, I think it's funny because my mom always freaks out when I like tell her my door's unlocked. She's like, "Someone steal from me," and I feel like it's weird because like for her in college, like I'm sure stuff got stolen all the time because there was no cameras or anything like back then. Like you could just walk into people's room and like no one saw you.
All right,
you begin out.
I'm gonna save you. Don't say like back then when you're talking about your mom, dude.
Back then.
Listen, it was
not a
like
good look.
25 years ago. We'll bump it down to 15. But yeah, times have changed so much. Like I feel like you can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Like you get caught.
I don't think there's any cameras in Cameron, but
Yeah, that's the slums. But.
all right. It kind of is though.
I feel like it's got to be fun living over there, though. Just the community aspect, because you guys are all like I feel like you guys are all like
community aspect.
No, listen, you guys all just leave your doors open.
Yeah.
You guys got to share a bathroom. I mean, you're creating some good bonds there.
No, well, the thing is, we don't shower at the same time. Like, there's 3 showers, but only one person goes in at a time, which is nice. Like, I was like kind of worried.
What do you mean?
Well, there's like a tarp, like a curtain. And then there's 3 shower heads connected to a thing, and there's a curtain that like separates the 3.
Oh, so it's like one big thing
Yeah.
with like 3 shower heads.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, there's like a center thing that has like 3 shower heads, and then it's out. And there's like a curtain that separates them all. But we just use the middle one.
I gotcha. I thought it was like 3 individual little.
No.
Oh,
no.
that's
So
even worse.
It's not bad though. Like obviously, I wear shoes. I wear my rubber Birks, but I'm not going barefoot in there.
Yeah,
it's kind of gross.
That's disease infested, I'm sure.
Yeah. I don't even want to think about it, but it's honestly not that bad. And we have the separate bathrooms. There's 2 stalls, and one is only for peeing and one's for pooping. So
That's just good organization. I love that.
No, and it's like you don't have to worry about wiping the seat when you go take a dump. It's like
because no one's
down.
peeing in there.
Yeah, I mean they're peeing, but they're sitting down, so there's no peeing on the seat. So.
See, that's just men. People say men aren't organized. You know, if it was just a world full of men, it would go to chaos. I don't think that's true. I mean, that's just good ingenuity.
Yeah,
love to hear it. All right, man. We got some games for you now.
Games.
Well, not games, but first we have a top 10, and then we got a little quote game because you're a big Star Wars guy.
Yeah,
So
I'd
we'll get to that after. But first, we got our top 10. Top 10 things you would bring to a desert island.
Top
like
10.
for entertainment. So
For
you don't go crazy.
entertainment?
Yeah, like not survival things.
Fishing pole, underrated.
Oh, you took my number 1.
That's your.
Hey,
That's
you're good.
number 1.
Yeah.
That's number 1.
Oh, that'd be chill. Just fishing.
Yeah.
The whole time on a deserted
like,
island.
Obviously, it would come with some lures and stuff, but you don't have to worry about food. Then you can just eat the fish.
Yeah.
Number 2, I'd say like a hammock.
Does he have my list? There's no way.
Is that number 2?
No, but it's on my list.
Yeah, hammock. Just because I'm trying to chill a little bit.
Yeah. What kind of hammock? Like the normal ones or like the ones that you can zip up fully?
Zip up. I mean, it will have like a bug net or something on it. And then I'm thinking like some kind of ball. I don't know if I want a football. I mean, I'm alone, so I might.
Yeah,
See, that's what I was thinking too.
Ball.
I was like, maybe a soccer ball, but
yeah, soccer ball, and then probably like a knife for entertainment. I could throw it at some trees.
Yeah.
Maybe spearfish.
Do some carving, some wood carving.
Honestly,
Okay, yeah.
What's your
I
5?
still got 6 more.
No. You only do 5.
You only do 5, and he
I
does
only do
5.
Then
Okay.
it's like a top 10 combined.
That's what we do.
But you did take like all of mine, so.
I think you should have to replace them.
All right, I'll go over my list and I'll see what I can do. I'll have to think of it on the
gosh.
spot.
I can't even think right now.
Just anything you do for fun, man, on a desert island.
Anything? Can I bring like a book?
Yeah.
Honestly, a book.
Any specific book or just
Some David Goggins book.
David
Gotta
Goggins.
keep
So you
my
stay
mental-
motivated.
I gotta stay
Crank out
motivated.
some
I gotta-
push-ups.
Yeah,
All right.
literally.
Who's gonna carry the books?
and then he goes out and makes a boat.
Or
Yeah, exactly.
This could be on your list, like a set of weights or something, dumbbells.
Oh, that would be sweet.
I mean,
you
something
could
to
carve
do.
your own weights.
That's what I was thinking
That's
though.
true.
You see
You
that?
can make your own weights.
Have you guys seen that wooden gym?
Yes.
That one's sweet. It's so weird. I feel like it'd be weird to do it, but it's just like everything's made of wood. Like the weights in there are all like a certain weight, but it's just wood. It's
Just
weird.
wood.
It's strange. All right, my 5. Unfortunately, a lot of these got taken. I guess we're on the same wavelength, but number 1, I had a fishing pole. Nothing better than just sitting on an island
I mean,
and
there's
fishing.
nothing you can do.
It's just
that-
relaxing.
yeah.
Number 2, a 12 gauge. listen.
This goes so many different ways.
Instead of a knife to have entertainment, I just have a 12 gauge.
I guess,
If I want to have some fun, I shoot at some trees, or I go into the water and like just look at fish down there,
Just
see if
look
I
at
can get them.
fish.
See if I can get them. Probably not. I don't know how bullets like how fast they go in water, but it'd be entertaining.
We're in the link like before this, and he goes, "What gun do I want?"
I had to think about it. But I think a good 12 gauge would be fun, and I could shoot at birds if I wanted to.
Yeah, that's true.
Be entertaining. At 3, I got a speaker to play some
Speaker.
music. I don't even want the phone. I just want a speaker that can play music by itself.
So a radio?
Yes, I want a radio. There we go. I want a radio. At 4, I had a hammock. I mean, nothing better than the sun's out, nature's everywhere, and you're just chilling in a hammock. Nothing better. And then 5, to go along with that, a sun hat. I'll just put it right over your head.
I got a
take a
question
nice
for
little
you.
nap.
If you're alone on this island, are you wearing clothes?
No. Are you kidding me?
Like, are you? No, that's a genuine question.
No.
Well, you gotta like.
Why would
stay
you not wear
protected a little bit,
clothes?
though.
I'm
You
wearing
want sand
shorts.
everywhere? Yeah, I'm wearing shorts
Oh,
sometimes.
I'm not doing anything.
I'm not wearing a shirt.
I'm
No,
going
wearing
I'm going
underwear.
natural.
Why?
I'm going commando.
Okay, that's
Natural.
weird.
With
I feel like I would
T-
keep
T-
my.
Although you would get sand in like weird places.
Yeah.
I
But
wouldn't
then
like
just
that.
hop in the.
Yeah, but then you just go in the
ocean
ocean.
and
Yeah.
get dry up and get salt all over you.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the
but I'd be
worst
scared
part.
something will like come up and like try to attack me, and then I'm like not protected.
Like a snake.
I mean, I'll be honest, that little layer of fabric, I don't think it's going to help too much, but
Yeah, but I would feel more protected.
okay.
Feel more, yeah.
So it's a confidence thing for you.
Yeah.
You're just not confident in what you got.
All right.
That's funny.
All right, so I guess we'll go to where's that quote from Star Wars?
Yeah. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Our final thing today.
All right. Starting off, the first quote: "Do or do not. There is no try."
Do or do not.
What movie is that from?
It doesn't sound like. Doesn't sound like the Phantom Menace. Doesn't sound like Attack of the Clones. Sounds like something a villain would say. So I'm gonna go. There's only like 2 options I could go with. I'm just gonna go with my gut on this one and go, The Empire Strikes Back.
Okay, that's crazy because didn't Yoda say that?
Yeah, Yoda
He did
said
say-
that.
oh,
but
it
it
sounded
was
like something,
but it was
do or do
Empire
not.
Strikes Back.
No.
Wow, you are a fake Star Wars fan.
You
got it right though.
You did get it
I got
right.
it right, but I also got it wrong. I don't want that. That doesn't count.
No, you
That's
got
not
it, man. That was a good guess. Good guess.
All right. Are you ready for this one?
Is this hard?
This one. Yeah, I'll say this one for later. Get your brain going because this one's hard.
No, just go.
All right, you ready?
I'm on a roll.
I don't like sand.
I don't like sand. Oh, that's easy. Where? Okay. Well, it's not easy, but I don't know what one. Oh, this is bad. I don't want to say this, but I don't know which one is the one with Princess Leia, where they get captured by Jabba the Hutt. But I do know there's another place with sand, and this one's pretty easy. If it's, I mean, it would be Attack of the Clones because there's a lot of sand there when they get captured.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, I don't know the other one.
2 for 2 is crazy. Wow.
You got it right.
What do you know? What is the other one?
Huh?
Do you know the one?
Oh,
the reason he says it. This is Anakin. Anakin says this to Padme.
I don't like when they're on the tower.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking when they get attacked and the 3 monsters come at them.
Yeah.
He's
He's
like a lot of sand there.
Yeah.
But
all right.
I'm trying to think of the other one now.
the place with Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah. Talking about Tatooine.
Yeah, Tatooine, right?
Yeah, but what?
That's Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, that is. Yeah. I would have gone with that if I remembered it.
Well, I'm glad you didn't remember it. All right, you ready?
And he's on fire. This is crazy.
Had a slight weapons malfunction, but everything's perfect all right now. We're all fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you?
Oh, that's when they get. Is that when they get like caught in the tractor beam for the Death Star? Oh my gosh, what is that one? I gotta think. That might be Return of the Jedi. Is that Return of the Jedi?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
It is not.
Dang.
It's
Which one is
a
that?
New Hope.
New Hope.
Oh yeah, yep. That is the.
It's when they're in the Death Star. They're like trying to get Princess Leia out of the cell.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that is the one I was thinking of though.
Yeah.
And I didn't even remember it. Dang.
All right, the fourth one. So far, you're 2 for 3.
That's not bad. I'll take it.
So far, it's better than James.
Okay, listen, I've never done a guess that quote, even though I would probably be terrible. But
all right, so number 4 is rebellions are built on hope.
Rebellions are built on hope. I mean, obvious answer would be A New Hope, but that's like too obvious. Who would even say that? It's like probably Princess Leia or something. Would it be a Phantom Menace?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
It is not. It is
No.
Rogue One.
Rogue One. Oh my god.
Jen Urso said that.
Dang, I was lost.
yeah, I wouldn't
would
know
not
that
have
one.
gotten that.
Rogue One is my. I think
I'm trying to
it's my probably second favorite Star Wars movie.
What's your favorite?
Empire. I mean,
Wait, which one's Rogue One? What happened to that?
Rogue One is like where
That's when they get the Death Star plans.
It's good.
Wait, is that the one? Wait,
I like it because they did a good job with not trying to
make everyone live and stuff?
Well, yeah.
is that the one where they all die?
Okay,
yeah, I love that movie. That
that's
movie is
really
really
what
good.
like they didn't care. Like they wanted it to still be part of the story, but they didn't like try to make it go on. You know what I'm saying? Like they made it work together.
Yeah.
Like a story should.
No, this might get a lot of hate, but I really liked Solo. Just because like I'm a big Han Solo fan.
Han Solo he's a sweet character,
He's
man.
the GOAT, but like when he died, I like shed a tear. When
Just
Kylo
one.
Ren stabbed him, I was like,
It was a sad moment for sure.
like the memories all came at me at once of watching like
You just like it's like all the flashes.
yeah, it's like dang, he just died. Like that's not real.
Sorry for the spoiler alerts if anybody hasn't
my
watched
bad.
Star Wars.
Well, if you haven't watched Star Wars at this point, I mean,
Yeah,
that's on you.
Solo is an underrated movie. I feel like
yeah, I haven't watched it in a while, but I
think
didn't
the
hate it.
backstory is different, but
Yeah.
I like it.
And then the last one, the ability to speak does not make you intelligent.
I'm lost. I feel like this is something newer. I'm gonna go with The Force Awakens.
It
Final
is
answer.
not.
No.
It is the Phantom Menace.
Oh my god.
Who says that?
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Oh,
He said it to
that's a GOAT character.
he said it to Jar Jar Binks.
Yes.
Oh.
That makes sense.
Alright, do you think Jar Jar Binks is like the Sith Lord? Have you seen those before? I don't think he is, but like
No.
he could be.
That would be crazy. But I mean, while we're on the topic Star Wars, have you heard anything about the new stuff they're coming out with?
Mm-mm.
So basically, Rey is coming back, and they're gonna focus some movies on her.
I thought it was a whole new series. Like
They have some more other stuff, but she's gonna be in the in some new movies too. They're doing some stuff with like New Republic, or like
Oh, okay.
the old Republic.
that's
or
what I
something
thought. That's the ones I've seen. Yeah.
that I'm looking forward to.
I really liked the Mandalorian.
too.
I really liked that.
I liked Ahsoka as well.
Yeah,
Ahsoka was
that was
probably
pretty good.
Yeah, but I'm a little scared with the upcoming Star Wars universe. I've heard some interesting things. So, but James, you got anything else before we close?
No, it's been great having you, man.
I appreciate it. It was
It's
fun
real
to
good
talk.
episode.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
This was an awesome one, man. We appreciate it. Luke, we hope you have a great season this year.
Appreciate it.
And maybe we'll see you in a future episode as well. But
Yeah.
But thank you guys again for watching. That's all we got for this episode, and we thank you guys for watching. We'll see you later.
See ya.